Yo, welcome to the Blue Futon. Time for another movie review, you Blue Futonians. If you notice, no microphone because I have this little special one down here. But let's get to it. Out of the box this time is... This is a movie that I blind bought because the critics loved it, every user review loved it, so I was like, you know what, it's gotta be a good movie. The Babadook. And I even spent a little more money on this extra cover. Blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, first time I saw this, I thought it was horrible. I would have given it a 1 out of 5 blue futons. That was about a year and a half ago. Will this kid in this movie still annoy me? Probably. Because, man, that kid, I've been like, that was a Babadook coming for me. Anywho, let me see if I give it more than a 1 out of 5 this time. Alright, just got done watching The Babadook again. What can I say? It's an Australian horror movie about a kid, mother. Dad died on the way to the hospital to deliver the baby of the kid. 6 years later, here we're at this house with the Babadook coming out of a book. And if you let the Babadook in, it will kill your dog and everything. Well, after watching this second time, it is still not as good as what people are saying. Yes, the visuals. That is basically the main positive about this movie. It has very creepy visuals when it comes to the book and just the actual atmosphere of the movie. That they do probably a good A+ job in my opinion for actual atmosphere. But everything else, I want to say the acting is how they act. Maybe they're supposed to do it for the director's sake, but man, it does not work at all. First off, it's the kid. He's really annoying. He always yells like, ah! Ah! And like in a more high pitch, but it's always like exaggerated and yelling. And it makes no sense because on the way to a car, all of a sudden he starts yelling and kicking the seat. Like, ah! Ah! And then he like seizures up and it's like, why is he seizuring up? It makes no sense. And all of a sudden it goes to the mom. Like, who is the Babadook actually after? Who is the Babadook? It really doesn't explain that. It gives you examples of, well, maybe it's a reincarnated of her husband, but that still doesn't make sense. Some of the weird scenes. We have another car scene, and she's just swerving over the road like, ah, the Babadook's on the roof! And the kids, ah, in the back, and all of a sudden they hit another car and she drives away. Like, okay, what was that scene? And then we'll call it the final showdown, where the mom is possessed by Babadook. The kid, no joke, shoots his mom with a dart, stabs her in the thigh, and then when going down the stairs, literally baseball to the jugular, and then she goes down a set of concrete stairs. He trips her with the rope, and she literally bangs her head on another cement thing above, and then she gets up, and then the kid like has a baseball bat and whacks her. It's like, it makes no sense. Okay, but then, push comes to shove. The Babadook magically leaves her and the kid alone, and the kid's like, you can't leave the Babadook because the Babadook doesn't leave. That sounds like the Babadook. The Babadook is just like this. And then the end, so she's like, you leave my house. This is my house. And of course, the Babadook kind of like flops on the floor. And she touches the hat. Bloop. Then a big light comes like, boom. And you're like, okay, so is it a light monster now? Like, what are we doing? So then at the very, very end, they're picking up worms. And then they go to the basement. She's like, go in the basement. Let me do it. And all of a sudden it turns to the Matrix. Like she's like, and the worms disappear, and then the last thing after the worm, the kid's like, oh, let me do a magic trick. A quarter. Let's put a quarter in a pot. And a pigeon comes out, and he's like dancing around like this, like, the pigeon. Where did the pigeon come from? The pigeon, no! I can't believe that scene. The pigeon just didn't appear. Fake magic. Magic is fake. Just because of that scene. I've seen Chris Angel too, and Penn and Teller, but that made me think magic is automatically fake. That pigeon did not come out of no hat or no one's ass. That's the end of the movie. So the Babadook now lives in the basement. Why? Is it trapped now? Is it connected to the house? Connected to the book that they already burnt? connect to the family. I don't know. Critics, we'll get to that in a minute, but like, oh, this is like, stuff doesn't really get under my skin. But this movie, oh, it got under my skin. And I'm like, I mean, the visuals were cool. It wasn't scary though. When I see a supernatural horror movie, there's nothing horror about it. Yes, creepy visuals don't make for horror. Don't make up for it. Like I said before thinking of it, I gave it a 1 out of 5. After rewatching it, I can appreciate the visuals more. But the actual acting and the actual execution, I can't get with. The Babadook will be given a 1.5 out of 5 blue futons for the Babadook. Now let's see what the critics and the user scores give it. The critics, a 98%. That's almost 100. That's almost like maybe 2 rotten reviews out of 121. Audience score, 72. So that is 26 difference. Kind of big, but it's still both in the fresh territory. Me, I gave it a 30%. But this is what the critics say. The Babadook relies on real horror rather than cheap jump scares, and boosts a heartfelt, genuinely moving story to boot. Okay, there weren't really jump scares. There was a couple like boosh, 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 because that's what jump scares are like. But other than that, I mean, there were less than other movies, but still there were some. And then genuinely was a moving story. I didn't find the story moving at all. Yes, the dad died, giving birth, but that kid was so damn annoying. Kid? Woo! Just like that Australian TV show, The Slap or something. Now what I could say, I mean, a lot of critics like it. A lot of critics like this is real genuine horror. And also with user reviews. The final sequence, sheer terror, makes it for a couple of flaws throughout. Man, that ending was not scary. I don't understand where people get scared. This was not a scary movie. The Babadook was not scary. That's all I got. This is Chase Lee Hockey again with the Blue Futon. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you like the Babadook. Am I wrong with the 30%? Are the user reviews right with the 72? Or are the critics right with that 98%? Hey, let me know what you think. Because your opinion matters too in this Blue Futonian utopia. You Blue Futonians, it's time for the Babadook to leave. Maybe he's going to take over me tonight.